Good morning, traders. How are you? It's Friday. Woohoo! It's Friday. Yes, it's Friday. We've made it to the end of the week, guys, and we had a super duper profitable day yesterday, guys. So I am a happy trader this morning. Today, what is today? It's Friday, the 18th of November. Let you know the date. It's very important that you know that. Yeah, and as always, guys, we'll look at yesterday's trades. There was about 8 million of them. We're going to look at today's potential trades, guys, and we're also going to look at the important news as well. Before I get started, guys, we've got lots to do. Before I get started, a few things to mention. First of all, Discord channel. Join the Discord channel. You will not be disappointed, guys. There is loads of traders in there, great traders in there, sharing ideas, sharing strategies, trade ideas, knowledge. Come join us. All right, so subscribe to that, guys. Don't forget our live streams every Wednesday, 6:30 a.m. London GMT. We do a live stream. Come and ask as many questions as you like. And thirdly, guys, our mentorship program. If you would like to be mentored by myself one-on-one, then email us, guys. All right. All the information of all of the things I just mentioned are in the video description. Right, no further ado, let's get started. So yesterday, guys, I'm going to go through it quite quickly because we got a lot of trades basically yesterday. So this was one of them, guys. Euro US dollar. Yeah, we were in an uptrend. Yeah, but we were seeing this zone here. Let me put this zone back in, guys, because I removed it yesterday. But we were seeing this zone here, an important zone for this pair. Okay, because it reacted here, here, okay, and then it was reacting here. So yeah, if we zoom in, guys, we also had this very large rejection wick. Okay, so just on the basis of that, guys, we were still just looking for a Euro US dollar retrace, guys. So that was the idea. If we drop down to the H1, guys, you'll see that let me remove this large gray zone now. Okay, so it didn't break our gray zone, guys. I was looking for a break of this zone, which corresponds with these lows, a break, retest, take price lower. And we didn't get that, guys. I mean, we did get a breakdown in H1 structure, yeah, when this broke. Yeah, we broke H1 structure, but then we just didn't have much room before this gray zone. And then, as you can see, it continued to be an important gray zone and price shot off here. So yeah, no trade, guys, because I wanted to see this. Okay, so no trade on Euro US dollar, guys. The second one was this New Zealand US dollar, and it was for the same reasons, guys. Yeah, I've removed these gray zones, but let me put them back in. Okay, so yeah, I was seeing this zone as an important zone, guys. As with a lot of the US dollar pairs, they're at very important levels. And we got a bit of a reaction here. And again, we were just looking to take price lower, a retrace on the US dollar pairs, basically. So that was the idea. Again, if we drop down to the H1, let me remove this humongous gray zone. So this one, we did get a break, guys. Yeah, but we got a break with this candle here. Okay, I didn't get into it. Because I actually got into some other trades, which I'll show you, but I didn't get into this one. But you could have gotten into this one. But the problem with this one was I'd have to put my stop above here. Yeah, so this would have been my risk. Yeah, so I just didn't see value in this trade, guys, because when you have a trade, guys, the first thing you should think of is how much money can I potentially lose on this trade? I'm not trying to be negative, but you have to think like that. You have to think, how much money can I lose on this trade and where can I put my stop? Okay. And realistically, my stop has to go here. So for those reasons, guys, it just didn't warrant a trade. The risk was too much. This would have been my risk. Yeah. And it was just too much of a risk. And as you can see, guys, it come back up anyway. So yeah, I didn't trade that pair, but potentially you did, guys. If you've got a break here, maybe you took price a little bit lower, maybe you're still in this trade and your stop is above here and you haven't quite got taken out yet. Okay, so it'll be interesting to see what it does at this last high here, if it comes back down. But guys, I didn't trade it. This one I did trade. So this was gold. All right, so let me remove this blue line. I don't know what this blue line is. Price alert. Okay, so yeah, again, guys, just another US dollar pair. We were looking for a retrace. So, I mean, it was clearly in an uptrend. Yeah, but it was just very overbought, guys. And we saw this red candle. So the idea was just to take price back down to this area of support here. So it was an against trend trade, but because all the US dollar pairs were so overbought, we're just looking to take price back down to here. So if we go down to the H1 chart now, guys, because that's always my execution chart, and we've got a lovely setup here. So we had our grey zone mapped out. We had a diagonal support level. We also had a horizontal support level. But then price broke down, come back, retested, and then took price lower. Okay, so I actually traded on this candle here. Yeah, that is a bearish reaction in our grey zone. Yeah, I got a slight retrace, guys. Entered here, put my stop above here, and then I closed the trade around here once I got my risk to reward of 1:1. So I closed 80% here, guys, and now I'm just letting 20% run. So I'm still in this trade for 20%. Okay, and I still think it has room to the downside, guys. As price action comes down, we might see something like this. I will start trailing my stop with the remaining 20%. But good trade on gold, guys. This was a textbook setup. Yeah, we had a break, we had a retrace, and we had a nice candle that told us sellers are in control. So all of that combined made for a nice trade, guys. This was textbook. Okay, so good trade on gold. I hope you took this trade. The next one was this. It was New Zealand against the Japanese yen. Like I said, guys, there were 8 million trades yesterday. And guys, if you're enjoying this recap, come join us. Yeah, subscribe to the channel, smash the notification button, and also smash that like button. It really helps support the channel. We appreciate it. Yeah, another trade idea was this. It was New Zealand against the Japanese yen. So price was clearly in an uptrend. Yeah, but then once we got this structure break, yeah, we were just looking for short. So we were seeing this wick here. So this wick here gave us the impotence to potentially start looking for shorts down. Okay. But again, guys, our criteria on the H1 wasn't met. Yeah, so for me, it had to break this grey zone. Yeah. So H1 structure had broken down. Yeah, if you consider this area here, yeah, this was the last lows. This area on the H1 had broken down, but I needed it to break this grey zone. Yeah, and it just didn't, guys. Yeah, and instead it's come all the way back up. I think this is potentially a good trade right now at this last high, but we shall see. So yeah, didn't get into it, guys. It didn't break our grey zone. Next trade was this Swiss franc against the Japanese yen, and we were looking to short this pair as well, guys. So price has come up to these last highs, and it's sort of slowly been breaking down, I would say, and now it's kind of ranging. But these highs here have stayed intact. Okay, and then from that level, we've just had, this candle followed by this candle with this wick. So the idea was just to take price back down to this last low. And I still think it's going to do this. Yeah. I didn't trade this pair. Let's look on the H1 to see why not. And for me, again, guys, it's about, does it have room to move into? I wanted to see a retrace back up to here, perhaps this level here. And then I took price down. So that clearly didn't happen. And then price just slowly just sort of meandered down, really. And I didn't really have a setup because this would be my first target, guys, these last lows over here. So it just didn't give me enough risk to reward. There wasn't no value in the trade. What I am interested in today, guys, though, again, I think this is a good trade right now. Yeah. So these lows have now been broken. Yeah. We could enter here, put a stop above here, take it back down to that grey zone. I will probably do this very shortly. Yeah, so Swiss franc, Japanese yen, just couldn't get into it. And then we had the Aussie dollar pairs, guys. And these are the pairs that were very fruitful, shall we say. So, yeah, a lot of Aussie dollar pairs. Aussie dollar, US dollar was a nice move to the downside. Aussie dollar, Swiss franc. Yeah, but I traded both of these pairs. So the first one was this, Aussie dollar against the New Zealand dollar. And guys, we've been shorting this for about 9 years now. Yeah, that's because that's how slow the Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar moves. But yeah, we were shorting it for obvious reasons, guys. Price came down, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, came back up. What was once support becomes resistance. We get a bullish candle. And ever since I've seen this candle, I've been looking for shorts, guys. Yeah. If I zoom in, yeah, as you can see, this was the candle that reacted. And all of these candles, you need to read the candles, guys. All of these candles still told us that sellers are in control. And then sure enough, it's eventually come down and hit our target and made me a very happy trader. Okay, so yeah, it eventually hit target in the end, guys. Let's see how we traded it on the H1. And again, guys, this was a textbook trade. What I actually did here, guys, was the technique. Let me explain it again. So this was my entry candle here. Okay, this was my entry candle. All right. And then again, just for mathematical purposes, let's say my normal trade size is 100K. I entered 50K at the close of this candle. Okay, so 50% of my usual lot size, yeah, 100K. Yeah, I put my stop above here. Okay, and then the idea was just to let price come back down. But we got a nice retrace back into our grey zone. I entered another 50K. Okay. All right. And then as you can see, yeah, it come down nicely, guys. So I made nice profit on this 50K and also made nice profit on this 50K. I actually closed both of these trades at this level because it was the last daily low. Okay, it was my higher time frame target. So it was a lovely trade on this, guys. And yeah, and this is a great little technique for trading candles such as this. Yeah, you have a large breakout candle. Yeah, and then you're like, will it retrace? Won't it retrace? We don't know, but this is why I adopt this method. Yeah, I can enter here. If it does retrace as well, great. I can enter again. All right, but lovely trade this one, guys. I hope you took it. All right, next trade was this Aussie dollar against the Canadian dollar. I also took this one. But you got to be careful, guys. I was basically doubling up on Aussie dollar weakness. Yeah, so yeah, you need to be careful of that. But yeah, I was confident of the trades. All right, and again, this was just a bit of a play on a retrace, guys. All right, so price had obviously in an uptrend. Yeah, then it's getting to a level here where price looked like it was potentially breaking down, and I thought we just had room for a retrace, potentially back down to this blue line here. Okay, let's look at the H1, guys, to see exactly how I did trade it. And I traded it exactly the same as the Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar. Okay, so this candle here was my entry candle. Again, let's imagine 100K is my usual lot size. All right, I entered 50K at the close of this. All right, yeah, and then it just comes shooting down. All right, my stop was above here. So once I got my risk to reward of 1:1, I got a little bit more than 1:1. I think it was around here that I closed the trade. Yeah, and then I just closed the trade, the 100% of the trade again for the 50k. But this time, guys, I didn't have an opportunity to enter the other 50k. Yeah, because price didn't retrace for me to enter. But this 50k on its own made nice profit. Okay. It's come back up to our grey zone here, guys. So this is a really interesting area now as well. So let's see what it does here. But guys, Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar, nice trade, more profit. Yeah. So guys, a great day yesterday. I hope you followed a few of these trade ideas. Let's take a look at today's trades now. Guys, it was a wonderfully profitable day yesterday, so I hope you followed a few of those trade ideas, and I hope you enjoyed the recap, guys. If you did and you learned something, then please come join us. Subscribe to the channel, smash that notification button, guys, and also smash the like button. It really helps support the channel and helps us do this every day. Thank you very much. Right, guys, before I show you the trade ideas for today, for Friday, the 18th of November, let me tell you three things. First of all, join our Discord channel, guys. Got lots of great traders in there sharing great ideas. So come and join that. You'll enjoy the community. Secondly, don't forget our live streams every Wednesday, 6:30 a.m. London GMT. Ask as many questions as you like, guys. Come on and join us. And thirdly, guys, the mentorship program. If you would like to be mentored one-on-one with myself, then drop us an email, guys. All the information you need is in the video description. Right, trades for today, guys. We've got three potential trades for today. And the first one is this. This one is gold against the US dollar. So as we were seeing with a lot of US dollar pairs yesterday, guys, I still think there's a retrace on the cards, yeah, for a lot of the US dollar pairs. It just so happens this one looks like the best setup, okay? So for that reason, guys, yeah, it's a retrace trade, which makes it obviously against trend, okay? But price is clearly very overbought, guys. If you look at my moving average 20 here, I use that as a gauge to tell me how overbought or oversold something is. And this is very overbought, okay? And we've had, for the last couple of days, let's zoom in here. For the last couple of days, guys, we've had these bearish candles, okay? So there's some selling pressure. I just want to continue this selling pressure potentially down to this blue line or even this blue line, which coincides with these last highs over here. Okay, so we're still looking to short this pair, guys. If we look on the H1, yeah, we've just got the one grey zone, guys. Okay, so what I want to see is price retrace up into this grey zone, which corresponds with this last H1 high and these lows as well. Yeah, we get a bearish reaction in this zone. We can then take price back down to this last low here, close 80%, and then let 20% run. Yeah, that's how I roll, guys, the 80-20 rule. If price starts breaking above here, guys, I'm not interested. If it does break above here, it will come back up to this level. All right, so that's gold against the US dollar. We're looking to short that pair. The second trade is this. This was also a trade from yesterday, guys. So this is the Swiss franc against the Japanese yen. Okay, it's quite a scruffy chart. Yeah, but since price has come up and hit these last highs, it just seems like price is breaking down a little bit. Okay, and then it's just been ranging between these two grey zones. Yeah, so the idea is to take it back down to this grey zone. Okay, and these highs have been holding here. And yeah, remember, we need as many reasons as we can find. And if we look at the candles, if we look at all of these candles, it just tells me sellers are in control. Yeah, even the green one, because look at the wick on it. So this tells me sellers are still in control and we can take price back down to here. Okay, if we go down to the H1 chart now, guys, I think this is a potential trade right now. Yeah, because what's happened, guys, it's finally broken, yeah, this area of support. Yeah, it's finally broken it, guys. So, all we want to see is a slight retrace into this grey zone. Yeah, so it's broken it already, as you can see. We just want to retrace into here, okay, and then we can enter the trade and take price back down to our higher time frame target. Remember, once I get 1:1, or maybe a little bit more than 1:1, I'm closing 80%, guys. You could probably trade this right now, to be honest with you. Yeah, do the 50K rule, enter 50K now, put your stop above here, and then if we get a retrace, enter your next 50K to come lower. All right, guys, so Swiss franc, Japanese yen, we're shorting this pair. And then the final trade idea for today, guys, is oil. Okay, and we're looking to short this. If we look on the weekly chart, guys, this gives us a little bit more of an idea of what's going on. But yeah, this grey zone has become the important zone on the weekly chart. It's become an important level for oil. Yeah, it's reacted there once. Yeah, and now it's reacting again. Okay, so weekly is clearly in a downtrend. Okay, so this supports our idea. And then if we drop down to the day chart, this candle here from yesterday has just broken these lows over here. Okay, just like by a few pips, but it has broken it. So the idea is to potentially take it back down to this blue line, which is the next psychological level, or even this lower, these last lows from over here. Okay, guys, so we're looking to short this commodity. If we drop down to the H1 chart now, we got a couple of things that can happen, guys. So in an ideal world, price will retrace up to this grey zone. We'll get a bearish reaction. We can enter the commodity, the chart, yeah, and take price back down to these last lows. Close 80% and then let 20% run. Okay, so we could trade it like this, guys. Yeah, that would be a lovely setup. But because of the bearishness of the daily candle, it might not reach this grey zone before it comes down. So what we could do, guys, is perhaps trade the first bearish candlestick pattern that we see. It could be here with the moving average 20 and this psychological level, perhaps. It might be the fact that our first bearish candlestick pattern happens here, but it could happen anywhere here, guys. So we could trade that as well. It's a little bit more aggressive. All right, guys. So yeah, they're the three trade ideas for today. Yeah, that's it, guys. So let's take a look at the news now. Guys, if you're enjoying this daily morning analysis, then why not come join us? Yeah, subscribe to the channel, smash the notification button, and also smash the like button, guys. It really helps us. So news for Friday, the 18th of November. So the first piece of important news that we're looking at, guys, is this. At 7 o'clock, London GMT, coming out of the UK, we've got retail sales. So that could move any pound pair, guys. At 8:30 London GMT, we've got Lagarde speaking, the head of the ECB. So, yeah, she could really move any euro pairs. If we carry on down, guys, the last piece of news we're interested in is this. At 3 o'clock London GMT, we've got existing home sales coming out of the US. So this could affect any US dollar pair. If we carry on down, guys, as you can see, there's no other news that we're interested in. All right, guys, so that's it. I hope you've enjoyed the vid. If you have, please subscribe, like, and share. I hope you have a fantastic trading day and a lovely weekend. And I'll see you on Monday, guys.